What's up guys, I'm Weiss and recently we talked about the perfect right hand technique and the perfect left hand technique, and today it's time to synchronize them. I will show you my way to do it and explain it in 5 easy steps to follow. Let's go! So as you probably know, it's much easier to play fast on one string than on multiple strings. But it's actually much harder to synchronize the hands on one string than on multiple. So that's why we will focus on playing licks on single strings today and only then move on to multiple strings. And there are 2 licks we will be playing today. The first one has 4 notes and the second one has 6. Practicing licks with more notes than 6 turns into lines, and less than 4 is not very practical. You need an even number to make it easier to group them in your head when you speed up. So the first lick we will play has 4 notes and sounds like this. But we will play it in a sequence, so it sounds like this. And the second lick has 6 notes and you're probably familiar with it, because many great players played it. Now that you know the licks, let's break them down a little. So before we play them with both hands, it's better to check whether the left hand is playing the lick evenly by itself. First this one. And then the 6th note one. You can try them both in different tempos and make sure that they are all even. Now that we made sure that our left hand is playing the notes evenly, we can start adding the right hand. But before we speed up, we need one more thing, the accent. And the accented note is basically a note that's hit a little harder than the rest. And that's very important, because that allows your brain to count the licks at high speed. Because when you're playing like that, you're not able to count every individual note, and accenting the first note allows your brain to group those licks at high speed. It's basically the same mechanism as switching the strings, because when you switch the string, your brain automatically realizes that it's a new lick, because the placement of your hands is completely different. But on a single string, if you don't accent the note, it basically becomes indistinguishable. So you need to hit the first note a little harder, but not too much, just to make it stick out. When I speed up, the accent maybe isn't as strong, but I can still hear it subconsciously because I played so much with the accent at a slower tempo. Now something that ruins so many people's synchronization at very high speed, and that is changing your technique. Many people start incorporating their elbow or their fingers to play even faster, but that ruins your synchronization. If you want your playing to be of very high quality, you need to keep the same technique at all speeds. So up close you can see that when I'm playing these licks at different tempos, I'm still only using my wrist to play them. If I tried to add an elbow for higher speed or the fingers, my synchronization would be pretty much random and I wouldn't be able to control it. So maintaining the technique means maintaining the synchronization. Okay, now that you have all the information for perfect synchronization, we can start moving around. Still, I don't want you to start playing scales or licks across 2 or 3 strings right now, but we will be playing the same 2 licks, but traveling with them across the neck and staying in each position for longer. Okay, so this is all for today, and I hope by now both your hands are perfectly synchronized. If not, don't be afraid to come back to this video, and if you need a little bit more personal approach, please reach out to me to vveissguitar@gmail.com so we can schedule an online lesson. Other than that, keep shredding and see you next time.